Okay, this is an unofficial instructional video to show how to set up a Chameleon 6 tent. The Chameleon 6 is by Asolo. So, here we go. And the shock corded aluminum poles. I have the inner tent and the outer tent. So, here we go. Putting together these shock corded poles, I'm reminded that you should always be careful. Use eye protection and watch out for who's around you, because those ends are pretty hard and pointy. First you want to make sure you have all your materials. I got the stakes. So now I have all the shock corded poles put together. See, I have the two long ones. The next longest is the red one and the gray one, and then the little bitty, not tiny, but the yellow one that's got. Get your tent laid out, orientate it the way you want it to go. Make sure the door front door opening has plenty of room, but don't stake it down just yet. Get those long poles set in an X on top. Each one of the poles here is a little different. There's some that match. The one with the yellow tape on it here is the it's going to go on the outer tent, so we'll just set it aside. Ever so carefully thread those long poles through the vinyl pockets on the top. You can get one here, and just be careful not to poke through the vinyl on the way through, and an extra hand that would help. It's a little tricky when you get to the middle. You want to go directly across for these long poles and let the gray side, the one with the gray seam on it, that's for the cross piece. So you're not doing that one yet. You have those long poles crossed through and about equidistant from the ends. You're going to poke them into the eyelets on each corner. As you process of that, you're going to be lifting it up into shape. It's a little tricky when you get to the middle. You want to go directly across for these long poles and let the gray side, the one with the gray seam on it, that's for the cross piece. So you're not doing that one yet. You can see this very well, but I have the middle pole, the ridge pole in place. Not too much tension. Before the wind kicks up here, I'm going to put the other ones in. Now you'll get a lot more stability right away. It's recommended that you do the quick clips. It's real easy. Get those things hooked up all the way around. Coffee break. And it does have in the directions it's recommended that you just have somebody in the middle stand up to help. But I tried it myself here a few times, and if you have to, it's not impossible. Just keep things balanced so you don't bend the poles too much. Too much tension is not good. That'll be one of the most difficult things. I don't know why it was so hard for me to figure out, but the directions say stake down the fly tent at the rear corners, and then you can pull it over. It doesn't say that, but then you can pull it over the tent and finish installing. Nifty. It comes with this long vinyl strap. You can use that to pull it over the top of the tent. This is where the inner ridge pole goes. It's the one without any pokey ends, and it goes right in here on the inside. I left it out for the procedure today, but you'll definitely want to use that if you're going to be in rainy conditions. Insert the red pole into the tent fly. Tension on that outer pole. We're ready to stake down the rest